To get a job, you need experience, but to get experience, you need a job. And that's exactly the loop we are breaking today by answering one common question. How do you get a tech job if you have no experience? But with the rapid growth of tech industries, companies today are looking for skilled professionals who can work efficiently and solve real world problems, not just candidates who hold a degree. What matters now is an ability to apply knowledge in practical situations, building solutions and adapt to new technologies. That's why getting into tech has never been more accessible than it is today. Companies care far more about what you can do than where you studied or how many years of experience you have. I have seen complete beginners with no prior tech background land jobs within few months, and most of them started exactly where you are right now. Curious, uncertain, and trying to figure out where to begin. But don't worry, in this video, I'm going to walk you through a realistic path to getting your first tech job with no experience. No complicated jargons, no impossible step, just a clear roadmap for beginners to be job ready. By the end, you will understand what industries to target, which skills to focus on, how to build credibility without experience, how to create resumes that get noticed, and how to apply and get interviewed with confidence. First, you need to understand something important. Not all tech industries treat beginners the same way. Some sectors still strongly prefer degrees and prior experience. If you aim for those right away, you may face unnecessary rejection. But there are some other areas of tech where skills and certification matter more than a degree. These industries are more open to entry level candidates who are self taught and motivated. Your goal should be to start with such companies and startups. And to get into such companies, here is a roadmap you can follow. Step 1 is clearing your foundation. Start by understanding the difference between fields like coding, cybersecurity, cloud computing, and data science. Then choose one out of them based on your interest and long term goal. Pick a path with a clear job role and structured learning. For most beginners, roles like associate software developer, junior cloud engineer, IT analyst, or technical support engineering are the easiest starting point because they teach how systems work and how real companies solve technical problems. This later allow you to move into cybersecurity, cloud networking, and DevOps. Initially, your focus should be on understanding how technology is used and what your daily responsibilities will look like in your chosen role. For clarity, you can check out Intellipaat's YouTube channel for videos on data science, DevOps, and cybersecurity, and more. Once your path is clear, the next step is building proof of your skill. The big question is how you prove you have skills if you have never worked in tech before. This is where certification and hands-on project come in. A certification shows employer that you have learned a definite set of skill and cleared industry recognized exam. Project proves that you can actually apply those skills into real life scenarios. For beginners, entry level certifications are often enough to get your resume noticed for junior level roles. Alongside this, focus on building small practical project or lab to strengthen your profile. During this phase, set a weekly study routine, revise concept regularly, and prepare for one relevant certification. And towards the end of this video, I will tell you about one such certification, so stay till the end. Now moving forward to a step 3, that is building resume and LinkedIn profile. Because once you understand the fundamentals of your domain, it's important to start applying. Remember, a resume is not a record of experience. It's a marketing document that showcases your skill, certification and hands-on project. Keep the format clean and clear heading so application tracking system ATS can read it easily. You can use tools like Overleaf to check your ATS score and get suggestions to improve it. At the same time, create a strong LinkedIn profile because recruiters often find candidates through LinkedIn before they see resumes. Use a professional photo, write a clean headline stating your target role and about section that explain your learning journey and career goal. And if you want to build a LinkedIn profile from scratch so recruiters can actually find and notice you, then check out this video linked in description. Now after all this, our next step is showing consistency publicly and networking. As you learn new skill, share update on LinkedIn. Talk about the lab you built, concept you understood, and a certification you completed. Use relevant hashtags so recruiters searching for those skills can find your post. Over time, this position you as someone genuinely growing in tech. At the same time, contribute on open platforms like GitHub, share any project you build, push your code regularly, and keep your repository clean and documented. This gives recruiter direct proof of your work. Also, follow recruiters, hiring managers, and tech professionals in target field. Comment thoughtfully and send short polite message introducing yourself and mentioning that you are transitioning into tech and learning specific skill. Just make sure to stay professional and avoid spamming recruiters. Thoughtful engagement always works better than repeated message. Networking is not about asking for job, it's about becoming visible in professional circle. This brings us to step 5, applying and preparing for interviews in a smart and a strategic way. Many beginners apply to few roles, face rejection and assume they are not good enough. But in reality, most job postings receive hundreds of applications and some positions are listed even when internal candidate already exist. So rejection is not personal, it's part of the process. Your goal is to apply consistently to entry level and junior level role. Tailor your resume for each job using AI tool and track your application. Let's say if you are applying for a web developer role, your resume should highlight projects like responsive portfolio website or an e-commerce app and mention skills like HTML, CSS, JavaScript and React. Then use AI tools to match your resume keyword with the job description before applying. The more relevant application you send, the higher your chance of getting interview calls. Once you have the first interview, your focus should shift to preparation. Entry level tech interviews test basic technical understanding, problem solving approach, and attitude. You don't need to know everything. What matters is how you think. If you don't know an answer, explain how you would find the solution. Show curiosity and willingness to learn. One easy way to start preparing is by simply pasting the job description into ChatGPT and ask it to generate likely technical and behavioral interview questions. This helps you to understand what companies expect and let you practice answer in advance. Now let's move forward to our final step. Step 6 is staying flexible until you land your first job. Many beginners feel they don't belong in tech. This feeling is normal. Once you gain real experience, switching into better roles become much easier. You just have to practice regularly, apply regularly, and improve based on feedback. Once you are inside the industry, your path becomes much more clearer. Your first job is not your final job. It's the entry into the industry. Follow this roadmap, choose one path, learn in a structured way, practice hands-on, and build proof through certification and project. If you stay consistent with these steps, breaking into tech become a matter of time, not luck. And if you want to learn all this in a structured, guided way from people who have actually worked in industry and get certification from IIT, you should surely check out Intellipaat School of Technology. IST is not only a traditional institute where you only study theory and write exam. It is designed by industry expert and taught by faculty from top tech companies like Google, Microsoft and Meta, along with experienced IIT professors. Even the National Skill Development Corporation, Government of India, has recognized and commended IST for its industry-driven approach. IST focuses on real-world practical learning. You don't just learn AI, ML, cloud, and modern technologies in theory. You apply them. Students spend over 5,000 plus hours coding, not just on small projects, but on building real tech product. For example, you learn how to design and deploy cloud infrastructure for large-scale applications, similar to how platforms like Amazon operate. That means by the time you get graduate, you are not just certified, you are industry ready. And the learning doesn't stop at technology. Through IST Innovation Hub, students get hands-on exposure to turning their ideas into startup. You learn how to scale product, build business model, and pitch your ideas to venture capitalists for funding while still in college. On the top of that, IST students get opportunities to attend International Tech Summit in Dubai and Singapore. Visit Man Company's campuses to experience how top tech firms operate and even earn a minor degree from an IIT. IST has campuses across Bangalore, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, and more. Students receive a BTech degree through IST partnered university along with deep industry focused training that bridge the gap between college and real tech job. To get into IST, you need to clear the IST entrance test followed by a personal interview. The link is given in the description. Check it out and apply it today if you want to start your tech journey in the right way.